Good afternoon. The government and the centre-right Partido Popular failed yesterday to reach an agreement for the regions to take in hundreds of unaccompanied migrant minors under a solidarity quota scheme. Pedro Sanchez's PSOE resumed stalled negotiations with the Partido Popular yesterday morning, hoping to reach an agreement after several weeks of blockade by the centre-right formation. The two sides could not overcome their strong differences over the distribution among the 17 regions of children who arrived in the Canary Islands from West African countries via the Atlantic route and in the enclaves of Ceuta and Melilla from Morocco. The main bone of contention is the government's aim to reform the current immigration law to make it compulsory for all autonomous communities to take in migrant minors, which is currently voluntary. Alberto Núñez Feijóo, the leader of the Partido Popular, rejected the idea of making substantial changes to the law and instead called on the executive to carry out a comprehensive reform of current lax migration policy. The latest migration crisis reached a turning point in the summer when hundreds of migrants arrived in precarious boats from the Canary Islands in a matter of days, saturating reception centres and creating a humanitarian emergency. A fire broke out at lunchtime yesterday at Torremolinos' Aqualand water park. Large plumes of smoke were first seen at around 3:30 p.m. from what appeared to be two of the oldest rides. The origin of the fire appears to be at the base of the Kamikaze water slide. Fire crews arrived and the blaze was quickly contained with no reports of any injury. The fire coincides with reconstruction work and the installation of 3 new slides. Meanwhile, a second fire broke out just a few kilometres away. The Holiday World Resort in Ben El Madina saw part of its installations damaged by fire. The origins of the smoke was from the straw roof of one of the chiringuitos close to the swimming pools. The cause of the blaze is as yet unknown. While directly adjacent to one of the main hotel buildings, the flames were put out before it spread, but some 800 people were evacuated from the Polynesia Hotel as a precaution. And insurance losses from natural catastrophes such as floods and hurricanes are on track to exceed $135 billion this year, prompting calls from the world's biggest insurers for more action to tackle climate change. 2/3 of global losses are in the US, where 2 hurricanes devastated Florida in September and October, according to a new report by the insurance company Swiss Re. Intense flooding in Europe, in particular Spain, resulted in the second highest insured losses from floods in the region ever. It was the 3rd costliest year for flooding globally and the 2nd costliest for Europe, which had insured losses of approximately $10 billion. This is the 5th consecutive year that natural catastrophe losses have passed $100 billion, prompting calls for more investment in measures to tackle the root causes of severe weather. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.